Stefan Swartling here. Welcome to another episode of the CARVLOG show. A new rumor says that Microsoft will sell the Windows RT version of Surface for only $199 US. And that's incredible low price. If that is true, the Microsoft Surface will be an incredible, great competition for the iPad. I think it will be the best competitor for the iPad. No one even comes near that tablet. And of course that's not good for all the other manufacturers that will make Windows RT tablets. I think Microsoft kills that market for them. They can never sell a tablet as cheap as the Surface then. But that actually is exactly the same as Google did with the Nexus 7. They killed the market for all other manufacturers for 7-inch tablets. They have no chance to make a 7-inch tablet as cheap as the Nexus 7. So you can't say that Microsoft are doing wrong by this, because Google do the same, and I think Apple will do the same too with a 7-inch tablet. So, but the Surface is not 7-inch. That's the cool thing with this. I mean, $199 for a Windows RT Surface. Incredible. Really incredible. It's almost as I need to buy it for that price. And Microsoft can really do that because they have a lot of money to take from. So if they will sell it with loss or something, near loss, then Microsoft can do that. And maybe they will do that only because they want as many users as possible start using Windows RT and Windows 8 and so on. So I think it's fully possible that Microsoft will do this. Sell the Surface for $200, and that's one of the lowest price I've seen. I think this is great too, because this pushes the Android tablet makers. They have a hard time selling a tablet, a 9-inch tablet or something, for these really expensive prices I've seen. I mean, who will pay $500 for an Android tablet when you can buy a Surface for $199? Not me anyways. Never, ever, never. Oof. So both Google and Microsoft are pushing the prices. They are lowering the prices for all the other manufacturers. They will have a hard time keeping up with Google and Microsoft. In other news, the really cool Twitter app Tweetings has been updated. It now has that feature I asked them about on Twitter before, real-time streaming. They had real-time streaming before, but not the function, the feature, put the stream at the top. So when a new tweet comes, it always is in the top of the stream, so you can sit and watch your Twitter stream flow by without doing anything. That feature TweetBot had before Tweetings, but now Tweetings also have it. So now Tweetings, I think I could switch to Tweetings from TweetBot now, because Tweetings have so much other cool features that TweetBot doesn't have. For example, buffer support, their own schedule of tweets, the Chrome linking, as I talked about before. You can open links in Chrome instead of Safari. And another thing that's cool in Tweetings is that when you open the tweet details, then Tweetings open the whole post below the Twitter detail, perfectly formatted with Instapaper mobilizer. So the post is very easily read and looks beautiful just below Twitter details. It's such things that I love with the Twitter clients, these extra features you get. The only problem with switching back to Tweetings is that Tweetings Mac app is no good. It's okay, but not better than, for example, TweetBot or TweetDeck. If they built in all the features I've talked about on the Mac app too, then it would be really great. Then it could be the best Twitter app for Mac. But as usual, all other are doing the same. When clicking on a link, the link opens in a web browser instead. Probably because it's on a desktop computer, but I would like the post to open in the Twitter app directly, perfectly formatted with Instapaper mobilizer or readability. But I have not seen any Twitter app for Mac doing that yet. They do that on the iPhone, but not on the Mac. That's too bad. And my video about the Siri Operating System got quite much discussion, both on YouTube and on Google+. Of course, they don't agree with me, everyone, but because they don't think Siri will work great without a screen. And of course it's easier to use Siri on a screen, and an operating system is of course built for a screen. But I mean that, for example, a Siri headset could be used without a screen, a mobile device. You could only have the headset and ask questions to Siri and get answers. If you want, if you like to do that. But you can also pair that headset or use Siri Operating System directly on an Apple device with a touchscreen, of course. But what I mean is that Apple are moving away from touch-based UIs to natural language UIs. You don't need to touch the screen so much anymore. You talk to Siri instead for doing everything. So you don't have to touch the screen. So your device can still be in your pocket when talking to Siri, for example. And much more. But now I'm back at my work, so we will continue this car vlog when I'm back again and driving home from work. So bye for now. Okay, I'm back from work again, so we continue this car vlog episode. Some images and sketchings has shown up on a smaller tablet from Apple, and it looks like I have been right about everything all the time. I started talking about a bigger iPod Touch already in April this year, and no one believed me. I said that there won't be a iPad mini. It will be a bigger iPod Touch. I have said that many times. Look up my videos and see for yourself. I've said that, and I have posted about that on Google Plus many times. And now all the Apple sites started to say the same thing as me. But no one listened to me before, but now they see that I was right. A smaller 7-inch tablet from Apple will look more like an iPod than an iPad. It looks like a bigger iPod Touch. That exactly says almost all Apple sites today. So, who was right? Me, of course. Listen to me sometimes. So, the latest rumor is that it will be a bigger iPod Touch. And I posted about that already in April. So, I think that's kind of funny, actually. About the new images and sketches then. It will have the 7-inch iPod Touch will have very tiny bezels on the longer sides and bigger bezels on the short sides. And that is because a 7-inch tablet you can hold in one hand. You grab it from behind of the tablet. A 9.7-inch tablet you must hold with two hands, and that's why you need a bigger bezel then on every side. But a 7-inch tablet you only need to have bigger bezels when you're holding the tablet in landscape mode. In portrait mode you hold it from the behind with one hand. And by doing this, a bigger iPod Touch, a 7-inch iPod Touch, can be almost as small as the Nexus 7, but will have a 7.85-inch screen. That's kind of cool, really cool. As small as the Nexus 7, but with a bigger screen than the Nexus 7. Really great. And it will be as thin as the iPod Touch. A lot thinner than the iPad 3. So it will be really thin. And the weight will of course be very light. So probably even lighter than the Nexus 7. So this is really interesting, actually. Really interesting. And hopefully Apple will push the prices down so it will cost, as the Nexus 7, around $200 US. That would be cool. Some people say that they don't like that the bezels are so tiny at the longer sides on it, because they want to hold it like they hold an iPad. But if a bigger iPod Touch will look like this, I think Apple has tested and will do the best they can do. So it will probably be really great. So I think if you can hold it like you hold a Nexus 7, then it will be alright. And if the weight is much lower, then it will be an awesome reading device. I'm sure of that. When will it be launched then? I don't think it will be launched in the same time as the iPhone, but it could probably be presented in the same time as the new iPhone. So in September, maybe Apple will unveil both the new iPhone and a bigger iPod Touch. When I start talking about this already in April, I thought they should present a bigger iPod Touch on the WWDC event, but they didn't. But maybe it will be presented on the same event they present the new iPhone then. But I don't think it will be ready then. I think it will be released around November, I think, because they need to release the iPhone and put up with all the parts and deliverance and so on with the new iPhone. It will be a very hectic time for Apple with the new iPhone because it will be a really big product for them. It will be so popular. So I think they will announce a smaller tablet, a bigger iPod Touch, in the same event as they present the new iPhone. The new iPhone will be available just after the event, but a bigger iPod Touch will not come until around November, I think. And I will probably buy a bigger iPod Touch. I sold my iPad because it was too big and heavy. And a 7-inch iPod Touch that is so much thinner than an iPad will be perfect for me, because I want it to only be a reading device, nothing else. Only a reading device. I will not create and produce content on it as I did with the iPad. So I will only use it for a reading device. Nothing else. And that's why I hope the entry level model of it will only cost around $200. Because I decided to not buy the Nexus 7 because I like the Apple ecosystem and I have so many apps for iPad and iPhone, so I decided to wait for this rumor to be true and buy a 7-inch iPod Touch instead. And all rumors points to that. I hope it's true. I really hope that. Okay, I'm home again, so we have to quit this CARVLOG show episode. Like this video, I need more likes on them and I need more subscribers, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So have a nice evening. I will of course upload this episode this evening